He calls me a hog. He pushes me in slop. He killed my family's dog.
We got mimes.
Ah, the mimes! Ah, the mimes! It's actually good. It's actually good. It's actually good. I'm like, hola,
Who's your puppy?
Welcome back to Awesomely Awful, where we break down bad movies and how badly we love them. Today, we are here to talk about the movie that is best known for taking a children's fashion doll IP and elevating it to high art. I'm of course talking about 2007's Bratz.
Yeah.
And joining us on the couch today is America's favorite brat, Vinny Thomas.
Yeah. So much like a brat in that I have a large head and I love to layer my clothing.
And you're diverse.
And I'm diverse. And I'm diverse. When I pictured brats, like they were the dangerous answer to Barbie. Like those were the girls who walked into a convenience store, stole hot Cheetos, and then like called their teacher a bitch to the teacher's face. Do you know what I mean? Like that was a brat.
Yeah, my cousin.
Yeah, absolutely Waleed's cousin.
My cousin.
Waleed's cousin.
Who had
the
brats.
prototype, the brat prototype.
Yeah.
So if you enjoyed Greta Gerwig's Barbie, you have to pay homage to Barbie's unhinged evil stepmother, which is Bratz.
I really would have preferred Bratzenheimer, if I'm being honest.
Bratzenheimer would have been sick.
All right, so Bratz follows four best friends as they head into their freshman year of high school. And they could not be more different, these four best friends. We're covering it all.
They say bye in 4 different languages.
Yeah.
Adios. Sayonara. Das vidania. Ciao, my sisters.
They cannot be more different. Black, white, Asian.
Black,
White, Asian,
and Latina.
And Latina.
Oh, Latina.
Yeah.
But
What?
She says hola.
Hola.
She does say hola.
She has a mariachi band in her kitchen.
She calls her grandmother.
She has a mariachi band in her kitchen. It's never explained why.
She does wake up and there's a very much.
We've got Chloe, who's a clumsy soccer player. We got Jade, a science and math whiz who has a secret passion for fashion. We've got Sasha, who is a cheerleader and a child of divorce.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we've got our main character of the main characters, which is Yasmin, who is afraid of singing in front of people.
Yeah.
That's her main thing.
So we follow these four best friends in Bratz on their first day of high school, where there's a check-in table, which is organized by Meredith, who's the class president, and you check in there, and that's where you get put into which clique you're in. But the Bratz girls, they just blow right past it. Whew, that pisses off Meredith. She does not like that. But ultimately, she's like comfortable with it because she knows that the cliques have a way of getting to people, and it's only a matter of time.
Yeah. It's like cartoonishly divided, this school. Like they show up on the first day of school, the marching band is literally marching, the cheerleaders are doing like cheerleader stuff. There's mimes.
I don't know, for me it felt really grounded and relatable. I know we've all had that experience of like being nervous on our first day of high school because another student is going to assign us kind of a gang territory.
So because they all go into their different cliques, the girls start to drift apart. And I think it's evidenced really clearly in this scene we're about to watch.
What are you doing here? We were supposed to go shopping together. Remember?
Oh my god.
Oh, you're cheerleading in your...
No worries.
In her house.
My bad. Yes. We'll do it next week, okay? I'll call you. Okay, call me.
Oh.
Oh.
2 years later.
And by the way, font, Comic Sans.
Comic Sans.
Comic Sans.
Comic Sans.
Something very interesting about the vehicles. I think the 2 poorer girls have motorcycles and mopeds versus the other ones have cars. Just a fun thing to like take note of.
Number of wheels directly correlates to how much money
It
you
does.
have.
Yeah. You're from a 2-wheel family.
There's so many things that are so funny to me about that Chiron of 2 years later.
Oh
One, that
my
it's in
God.
Comic Sans. It looks like it's an 8th grade PowerPoint presentation,
It's
which is so funny. It's also at a point where you don't expect a time jump to hit.
No.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It's 20 minutes in, out of nowhere.
I mean, I have a theory as to why they did the time jump.
Okay.
So that they can drive. I truly think that's
and
why.
I think more importantly,
I'm not even kidding.
I do think the Bratz company needs to be able to sell little like,
cars.
VW big
Yes.
bugs and mopeds.
From the new Bratz movie, RC Cruisers.
Four-wheel toys for the rich kids, two-wheel toys for the poor kids.
Two-wheel for the poor. Two wheels.
This time jump also makes me so paranoid that a 2-year time jump could be happening at any moment after this. You never know when another one is going to happen. So, obviously, the Bratz have drifted apart, but it really builds to a head when we see a food fight in the style of Final Destination, where one thing leads to another, dog pulls on pants, food drops on Jade.
Yeah.
She falls into a trash can, rolls, dumps more food on Sasha. Sasha steps on skateboard. She flips out. And then I guess Yasmin's walking towards it, hits the skateboard, face first into her food and rolls over.
Great roll.
Yeah.
A face first into the table, and then you roll and you carry your food with you. So that
it's
it,
really good.
Crushes you the whole time.
It really is a Rube Gold machine of food fights.
Yes. So this lands the girls in detention where they just let each other have it. And they say some pretty unhinged stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You don't have a dad or a bank account.
You don't have a dad is crazy.
Everything, crashes to a halt between them. They've never been so divided. They're screaming at each other. It's resolved within 10 seconds.
Yep.
Yeah.
They all realize that just because they have different hobbies and interests doesn't mean that they still can't be best friends forever.
Amen.
At this point, there's no conflict left in the movie. We're 30 minutes in.
This is an Act 2 break, and it's at the 30-minute mark.
Yeah.
And I gotta give them credit, it is efficient because they essentially wrap up an entire movie in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But it's a bonkers choice because we still have over an hour
We're
left.
just getting going.
We're just getting started.
So buckle up, ugly. Do you normally say that?
I always say that.
Okay. So we all know about how when we went to high school, there were different friend groups, right? Different like tribes or whatever. This scene is kind of a really accurate, grounded portrayal of that, wherein the villain, Meredith, describes to the people walking in the different territories that the different cliques occupy. And there's a million of them. In fact, she has like laminated maps.
As you can see, there are 48 distinct
48! And she has them organized into like
You have the
species
goths,
and
the
subspecies.
skaters, the disco dorks. The
What is
people
a
like
disco
slingers,
dork?
The gangsters, the wannabe gangsters, the kids who like to dress like dinosaurs, and
The kids who like to dress like dinosaurs. And mind you, this was before we had a word for autistic. It was before there was a term. So it was just kids who dress like dinosaurs. She said 48, by the way.
There are not 48
There are not
listed
48
there.
labeled here, okay?
But I did write these down. Do people want to know what some of them are?
Oh, please, yeah.
Okay. Skaters with an 8. Hipster/trendy. Preppies, goth, disco dorks, dino students, mimes. There's a whole group of mimes. Blingers.
Blingers. I swear to God, blingers sounds like something Clint Eastwood would call his neighbors in Gran Torino. And whoever was writing it, they were like, you know, it would be a gag if we had a group that was just dressed like dinosaurs.
That one is my favorite. That's my favorite one. They
Really?
have hats that have half dinosaurs on each side of the hat sticking
No,
out.
it's got to be disco dorks.
I also like that the dinosaur kids, they're not like kids who like love dinosaurs. It's just like the kids who like to dress like
that.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of them actually fear dinosaurs, but
Yeah.
and they use it as a defense mechanism.
Did you also notice in a bizarre way,
Like Batman?
Like Batman. Exactly. They're bad.
Because it's the hero Gotham deserves, but not the one it needs right now.
in the movie Bratz, there is an epic romance. And I could tell you about the meet cute and you could listen, but I think it makes more sense to watch it.
I don't even watch where you're going. Are you blind? Hello?
No, but I'm deaf.
What?
What?
I'm deaf.
You don't sound deaf.
Oh.
Swinging a
Well,
bit.
you don't look ignorant,
that's
but
right.
I guess you can't judge a book, right?
Oh!
That's good.
Got her ass.
Got her ass. Got her
Now,
ass good.
she just had her whole world crush, but here's what I love the most. We got mimes.
Ah, the mimes! Ah, the mimes! The mimes!
if you're gonna set up that there's 47 cliques, we need to live in that world. Do not ruin it by not having dinosaur heads, mimes in the rest of the movie.
Every shot.
So even in very dramatic moments, we still get mimes, we still get dinosaur heads.
How funny would it be if like he said that to her and she still didn't understand what being deaf was, right? Like she's like, "What are you, blind?" He's like, "No, but I am deaf." And she's like, "Okay, so where's your dog?" She truly just cannot get it through her head.
I can't stress enough that they haven't interacted since that awful interaction. But Yasmin uses some questionable deductive reasoning to think that maybe Dylan has a crush on her.
Also, it's been the 2-year time jump has taken place.
I forgot!
Because that was the first day of school, and this is over 2 years later.
Oh my gosh. He totally just checked you out. Did you see that? He's into you. He never looks me in the eye. He's never asked me out. And he can never even remember my name. Oh my God. He's crazy about me.
Yeah, we love that.
Oh, so problematic.
Setting a lot of young girls up for a very sad life. He calls me a hog. He pushes me in slop. He constantly spits whenever he hears my name.
Incredible.
He keeps leaving shit on my porch. He killed my family's dog. Oh my God, he's totally into you! What's my next move? He can't see me, he's deaf.
But what really brings romance together? Music. It's in this moment where Dylan hears or rather feels Yasmin's voice for the first time where they can truly connect.
Open eyes, I can see you. Imagine me how I will be.
Wow. Your singing's amazing.
Oh my God. But I don't understand. I mean, you can't, like...
Here? Here. You should
Okay, I'll bite.
sing something.
Open eyes, I can see what's in front of me.
I just can't get over the fact that he looks at her and goes, "Sing something," and she just looks at him and goes, "Open her eyes, I can see what's in front of me."
And see what's in front of me. And here's one other thing about the Bratz movie is that you should absolutely like and subscribe. I think it's really important that you guys like and subscribe to this channel just to support these two youth. And see what's in front of me. Every time there's a party, you think, oh, this is the end of the movie. Finally, I get to see my family again. I get to get up and leave. But
We've been thinking that since 19 minutes in,
really,
after the first 2-year jump.
every single time, but then you're like, oh no, my family's not going to see me for a while longer. I have to keep watching this movie. The Sweet 16 party is Meredith's Sweet 16.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, the girls are, through some measure of convoluted circumstances, serving her, dressed as clowns, at her Sweet 16. Her Sweet 16 has a real elephant at it. Yes, they tortured an elephant for this movie.
Yeah.
Also, does anybody know if anybody sponsored this movie? 'Cause I think maybe MTV may have.
Oh, the MTV Sweet 16.
At the party, everybody straight up looks at the camera and goes, "We love you, MTV! We love you, MTV!"
Yeah,
They say
maybe.
MTV so many times.
Yeah.
This is my MTV Super Sweet 16 party.
He kills her.
Yeah. When the elephant reared up, I truly thought it was about to crush her.
The party's over. You've ruined it for everyone.
What are they?
You.
We love you, MTV!
We love you, MTV! Would have been a great moment. I coughed.
We love you, MTV!
We love you, MTV!
Fucking love you, MTV.
I love you, MTV.
The talent show in this movie is so bizarre. From the onset of when we first hear about it, all the way through the very finish. The prize. Do you guys remember what the prize is?
Big prize.
Huge prize.
Massive prize.
A college scholarship to the school of your choice.
Yeah.
Any school you want.
Any school.
For winning a talent show.
Uh-huh. Redeemable anywhere.
Redeemable anywhere, doesn't matter. Could be $250,000. We'll pay for it because you won a talent show.
Yeah, it's very funny. It's sometimes feels like this movie was written by a child who just really doesn't understand how anything works or how much things cost. They understand that people can be poor, but they really don't know what that means.
The thing about this competition is, first of all, you have to audition to be able to perform in it. You can audition in person, or you can audition
Online.
on MySpace.
On MySpace.
I love MySpace.
I love MySpace.
And if you're wondering why Meredith has anything to do with the audition process, Meredith, somebody who is going to compete in the talent show, is the person running the auditions.
The audacity.
The audacity.
I'll see you talking about her running the auditions for the audition and raise you the fact that she also hosts the talent show herself.
Yes.
Oh my God.
She runs it.
She runs it.
Yeah.
And competes in it and auditions everybody. So because she auditions it, what she does is she only picks the bad performers.
Yeah.
And she says no to everybody else. However, the Bratz are able to sign up.
Yeah.
Are they though?
Yeah.
No, wait, didn't she
They just
blackmail?
show up and she's like, you can't be
No,
here.
they were on the sign.
I thought
Oh,
she
they are on the
blackmailed
side.
Meredith
They're-
and said, like, don't come.
Okay, so this is what happened. So then Yaz and her are in a room together.
Yeah.
And she's like, I want you to drop out of the talent show. If you don't drop out of the talent show, I'm going to blackmail you and your friends. How are they in it initially?
Yeah.
Makes no sense, right?
Yeah, she really played herself on that one.
Yeah.
She really screwed herself. Everybody else is like karate people who break their arms, and Chet Hanks doing bad stand-up. And somehow they sneak in the Bratz. So they show up at the talent show. They're like, we're going to do it. And in the middle of the talent show that Meredith is hosting, she's like, okay, well, blackmail's happening right now. She plugs in the USB. Projector comes down, plays the blackmail right on screen. The blackmail falls flat. Fully falls flat.
Because most of the blackmail is nothing. It's,
It's
like,
really nothing.
Yeah, it turns out Chloe's poor family asked me for help.
When her mother desperately needed a job, my family was kind enough to offer her employment as our maid.
Yeah, so she reveals the secret that Jade is actually a fashionista, even though her parents are in the audience.
I love science and math and my parents. But I have a passion for fashion.
And then she says Chloe's mom worked for me, and one time I had my doll stolen. We learn what happens there, and then this whole scene just takes a bizarre turn.
She would do anything to provide for us. But I never took your doll.
Actually, I did. You were using it as a doorstop.
I eavesdropped on my sister.
People just start confessing.
People just start confessing things. We've never seen these two guys before. We've literally never seen them before. By the end of it, 100 people are standing up in the crowd, assuming that they have all admitted a secret, and Bubby's the last person to go. She goes, I'm a chocoholic. The whole crowd goes,
Hi, Bubby. Meredith, this one's for you.
and then Yasmin's like, all right, time to go. And then they start performing. It's so weird.
It's because this movie has worn us down by the very end, where nothing can surprise us.
And then the song is bad.
The song's bad?
The song's bad!
The song's bad? No! I wish we could play the whole song in this video. The song rocks.
It's so good!
It's so good!
It's the best thing
Oh, I
about
thought they were
this
doing
movie.
a bit. I thought they were doing a bit.
It's so
I thought
good.
they were doing a bit.
And we're not-
I'm not joking, I love
It's
it.
good for 2 seconds. and
Which
then it
2
gets bad.
seconds?
The first 2 seconds, it's amazing, and then it gets so bad. Open my ass.
No, that's not
that
this.
one.
I know.
Come with me on this ride.
No, God.
Show me what you got with attitude.
I straight up
Okay,
was
wait.
there.
It's actually good. It's actually good. It's actually good. It's actually good. I'm like, we got that latitude.
Yes, yes.
That latitude. Got that latitude. They call it attitude.
And it's okay.
It's okay.
Bubby's just one of my favorite characters overall. The way that Bubby fits into this movie, it really seems like Bubby is a character who truly believes that the only way that she can access chocolate is by buying her daughter new shoes. Here's your brown bag and new shoes.
Hola, who's your Bobby?
Hola, who's your Bobby?
Dos chocolates. How do you do that?
Te amo, Bobby.
Immediately slides them to either side of her tits. There's the stuff.
We have established that Bubby has a problem.
Yeah.
She is
Yeah,
a
she's
chocoholic,
like-
full blown.
Yeah.
Bubby puts the chocolate in a spoon and lights a fire. Who's your Bobby? This is just a little something behind the scenes, but they've labeled these clips BBC, and I'm looking at a clip right now that's labeled Vinny BBC #1. Just a heads up.
I think that every time. I've never
And
thought
you never said it.
No, I've thought it every time.
Oh my god. And I love porn.
There's a certain kind of white guy that has fantasized about having this specific interaction in front of an Asian woman for his whole life. Do you know what I mean? Like, he has prayed for this to happen.
Would you say that this type of guy goes on in the future to maybe write a song called White Boy Summer?
I would say, yeah, Chet Hanks. Chet Hanks is possessed of such powerful, weird, fetishizing energy.
Hey, Hottie. I bet you and I could do a lab experiment.
I think it behooves you to extend an apology to the lady.
I think you better mind your own
Tips his fedora.
I was gonna say, he needs a fedora.
You gonna cry?
They're about to get us. I believe you were being rude to my lady. Yeah.
What's the next one on the? You want to just scroll down?
Just go down to the next BBC.
Give me that BBC.
Give me the next BBC.
Give me that. Some of them are longer than others.
Okay, this last clip is the best clip. Sasha, in order to get on the cheer team, does a routine, and they have a stunt double. The stunt double, totally different. Totally different. I think it's a white woman. And I was watching it and I truly was just beside myself. I've never seen such a different person as a stunt double, maybe in my life. Ready?
I mean, she's light skinned, but
it's not.
Not this.
Look at that, it just gets, look at this. They got this tall white woman
whose hair is actually darker.
Whose hair is darker than Sasha to do these little flips.
When Sean and I and Vinny watch bad movies, we rate them on a scale of a -10 to 10, where a -10 is a movie so bad that it's great, a 10 is a movie so good that it's great, and a 0 is a movie so bad that it's just bad. It just stinks.
Yeah.
Sean, what do you think of this thing?
Bratz, the movie. The ending song is the greatest song of all time. We've got 4 incredibly distinct 3-dimensional characters that we're following here.
That's true.
There's some big laughs and some big pops. I give Bratz a -6.5.
Wow.
Vinny?
I don't know. I often found it to be unwatchable. I often found it to be unwatchable and incessant. I often found it to be confusing and irritating. I would give it a -3.
Okay.
Yeah.
-3. I'm not kidding. I genuinely contemplated giving this a positive rating. I legit enjoy this movie, but I think at the end of the day, I have to admit that this is a bad movie in terms of the quality of movies. But enjoyment, I think, is up there. I'm going to give this a -7.5.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Open your eyes.
See what's inside of me.
Thank you so much for tuning in to Awesomely Awful. Thank you so much for Vinny for coming by and watching this thing. I hope you enjoyed yourself.
I did. I had a really good time.
If you watch it and if you enjoy it, let us know what you think in the comments. Have you seen this thing before?
I think the big question that this movie poses is just, Hola,
who's your Bobby? I love you, MTV.
Love you,
Love you,
MTV.
I love you, MTV.
And then maybe just one real quick BBC.
Yeah, one.
Just one real quick BBC. One BBC for the road.
Amazing.
Oh, wait.
Oh, dude, thanks for doing it.
Thanks for having me, guys.